Hi, this is Jay with LifeShown, and I wanted to talk to you today about starting to DM. Most people that I've seen start to DM do it what I consider the wrong way. They go out, buy a pre made adventure, read through it, try and run that, and then they get bogged down in all the rules of that specific adventure when that's not really what they should be doing. I think you should create your own world from the very beginning. Um, Even if it's not the entire world, just create your town or your own cave or something like that instead, because then you can adjust the rules as you see fit on the fly. Um, this is important for a few reasons. Um, First of all, as a new DM, you're bound to have players that know a lot more about the game than you. If you create your own world, you can adjust the rules as you need and just say, well, that's not how it works in this world. If they come up to a vampire and say, well, I know to use sunlight, you can say, well, that's not how it is here. If you don't know the specific rules that after a round they die or whatever. I just had a player who picked up a cursed item, and he knew the rule that after he made one save, then he was fine for a day. His character did not know that rule. So, whenever he held on to it after he made that one save, I changed the rule. I made it where it affected him again and again and again, and he was just protected for one round instead of one day. Um, and I think that's an important step to do to keep player and character apart, but that also helps me as a DM and all DMs, I think. And I think it helps too because you don't want the game to slow down. That's the death of most games, is when it gets slow and then players start to pick up phones, which I don't allow at tables most of the time, or something like that. And if you get a pre-made adventure, you're going to have to look back and forth of, okay, well, what is the answer to this trap? What is this guy actually have on him? Just little questions, little rules, little checks that are never in the same spot in the pre pre-mades. So either you have to spend hours and hours trying to read through these things again and again and again, trying to know it by heart, or you can just make your own up and make those up as you go. You can always adjust as you go and change checks and stuff like that. So don't be afraid if you make up your own world and all of a sudden the boss that you made is way too strong or way too weak for the group. Just adjust it, you know. So it's very important for new DMs to create their own world instead of using a pre-made. I really see no place in tabletop for a pre-made unless there is nobody who wants to actually run the game. And then it's just for a player to kind of take turns where they run because no one really wants to do it. And then the person who runs is not going to have fun. So those are just my 2 cents on, if you want to start to DM, do it right. Don't go out, spend money, or get a free pre-made. You need to make your own from scratch. Take a half hour, take an hour, an hour. Make a little campaign. It's not very hard. There are tons of clips out there from me, from a fistful of dice, has some really good ones about how to make a world. You basically just pick a theme and go, but it's very easy to do. And then if you screw up, it's always easy to adjust on the fly, which you can't do on a pre-made because it might screw up something in the end. Um, so those are just my thoughts on starting to be a DM. Thanks. Be sure to like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Talk to you later.